We got excited and we started without telling you what our first song is. That's my bad. So we're going to have Edward come up and tell you about that last song. This is Edward. Let's welcome Edward.
Dr. Gwyneth Walker is one of the most widely performed female choral composers of our time. She's a graduate of Brown University and the Hart School of Music. For nearly 30 years, she lived on a dairy farm in Braintree, Vermont. A composer since age 2, Gwyneth Walker has always placed great value on active collaboration with musicians. Walker's compositions include over 350 commissioned works for orchestra, chamber ensembles, chorus, and solo voice. This choral setting of Mary Sarton's poem, Now I Become Myself, aims to capture the process of growing into one's own self as a complete person. Thus, the opening 8 measures present forceful chords in piano and chorus, the strength of knowing oneself. The main portion of the song then begins with rapid accompaniment patterns and vocal effects to represent the scattered and stirring person running through life, searching. The music slows with the words, now to stand still, to be here, feel my own weight and density. The self-discovery process is unfolding. The scurrying pattern returns, this time yielding to a full growth into the glorious final statement, I, the pursued, who madly ran, stand still and stop the sun. And the piano chords now return in triumph beneath the chorus.
Thank you, Edward.
Hildegard von Bingen is the first named composer in history. That's right, the first composer in history was a woman. She was an abbess, artist, author, composer, mystic, pharmacist, poet, preacher, and theologian in the 12th century. She was one of the most influential people of her time, and her compositions are still well loved today by the music community. Ave Generosa is one of her more popular compositions, not least because of its unusual Latin text, wherein the Virgin Mary is portrayed as a sensual woman. The music features Hildegard's typically soaring vocal line, which to unaccustomed ears will sound mystical yet barren, and mesmerizing yet repetitious. The writing consists of short, arch-like phrases with occasional leaps impart an almost ecstatic spirit.
Our soloist is Clara Monson. Let's give her a round of applause.
Dr. Andrea Ramsey enjoys an international presence as a composer, conductor, and scholar, as well as a music educator. An award-winning composer with approximately 100 works to date, she believes strongly in the creation of new music. Native of Arkansas, Andrea has experienced in her own life the power of music to provide a sense of community, better understanding of our humanity, and rich opportunities for self-discovery. With a powerful text speaking to the depths of one of the darkest times in U.S. history, 1941 being the year the United States entered World War II, nothing can compare to the feeling a mother has as she sends her son to war, a feeling that millions of women across the world have known and can empathize. To us, this piece is uniting, both through the emotions and through the music.
Hlohonolofatsa is Southern Bantu and sung in the Soto or Totoso language of the Soto Sawana group. This language is spoken primarily in South Africa and is the second largest linguistic group in the country. Hlohonolofatsa is a welcome song, and the Sotoso people use music to transfer the feelings of singular people to the collective group. Music and choral singing specifically is believed by these people to be able to heal the sick, and most music is gender-bound, meaning there are songs specifically for men and songs specifically for women. Hlohonolofatsa translates to mean, bless you in the name of the Father. Mr. John Carver will now join us on stage to accompany us with the djembe drum.
On behalf of the West Virginia Music Educators Association, it is my privilege to present this plaque made from West Virginia sugar maple by, ironically enough, a company named West Virginia Wood Arts in Martinsburg, West Virginia, to Martinsburg High School and the Lady Choraliers and their director, Mrs. Katie Schramm.
The Lady Choraliers would like to thank Mr. James Hazley for organizing the Ensemble process, Mr. Jim Alder for supplying the Ensemble stage with sound, equipment, and WVMEA for hosting a wonderful conference. The girls would also like to specifically thank their principal, Mr. Trent Sherman, for his help in paying for the girls' travel to Charleston today. We are very thankful to have a principal at Martinsburg High School that is so supportive of the arts. The Spirit of Women is a set of 3 songs for women's chorus a cappella. Each song was commissioned and premiered by a different women's chorus in the United States and portrays women of strength and character. Sit Down is a contemporary adaptation of the traditional spiritual sit-down system. The new lyrics focus on the energy and celebration of women experiencing the freedom of equality. There are references to heroic women from the past who worked for women's rights: the suffragettes, Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and Sojourner Truth. These women didn't sit down. They were working for their freedom then and for ours today. Today, this piece has a new meaning, as 127 women, the highest number of women in history, were elected to Congress. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the passing of the 19th Amendment, guaranteeing the women the right to vote.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
No, no,
Sit down.
no, no, no,
Sit down.
no, I can't sit down.
Sit down.
No, I can't sit down.
Sit down.
No, I can't sit down.
Cause I just got my freedom.
Freedom.
Gonna look around. Sit down.
Sit down. Who's that yonder dressed in red? Must be the leaders of the suffragettes. Who's that yonder dressed in green? The bravest woman I've ever seen. I can't sit down. No, I can't sit down. No, I can't sit down.
Cause I just got my freedom.
Freedom. Gonna look around. Sit down. Who's that yonder dressed in white? Must be the women fighting for the rights. Who's that yonder dressed in black? Must be the hypocrites who turning back. Who's that yonder waving at me? I think I see Susan B. Anthony. Who's that yonder dressed in blue? Elizabeth Cady Stanton too. They didn't sit down. They didn't sit down. They didn't sit down. They were working for the freedom. Gonna look around. Keep moving around. Keep moving around. Keep moving around. Keep moving around. Gonna make this world what I want it to be. Gonna stand up for my equality. Gonna raise my voice loud and clear. For Sojourner Truth has been visiting here. Sojourner Truth. She never sat down. No, she never sat down. She never sat down. No, she never sat down. She never sat down. No, she never sat down.
She was working for freedom.
Freedom. Gonna look around.
Come on, little lady. Be dainty. Take a weight off your feet.
Over here, honey. In the corner is a nice, soft, cushioned seat.